Welcome, Sagittarius. This is your April 2025 reading. So as you can already tell, these are now going to be separated out. The zodiac signs are going to have their own videos because it's just way too long trying to upload, 5-hour videos. It wasn't working. I had to keep doing it, all that. So here we are with this, and we'll do it this way. And then I will have like a monthly collective video out there, so you can watch that, and then you can also watch this, and then your sun, moon, rising sign. So just go to the zodiac playlist and you'll see it separated out by sign, and you can go to the one that you want to watch. So to start with our April reading, we're going to get like a planet house sign here, signs, just to get a major theme of what you may be dealing with for the month of April. And then, as always, we'll get you some advice and guidance. Okay, so let's see. We have a planet, a house, and a sign. I'm going to start with the planet. Okay, so we have Saturn. Okay, and Gemini in the second house. Okay. All right, so you may find that there are going to be some fluctuations in your finances, so they're going to kind of go back and forth here. You may also find that you may need to impose some limits here, put some restrictions on the things that you're doing here to get yourself back on track. Okay, patience is going to be key here, and also really being committed and dedicated and disciplined to achieve your goals. So if you are wanting to stick within your budget or to save a certain amount, and that is going to call for you to adjust the budget or to adjust your spending habits, then you are going to need to display the discipline and act accordingly, because that is a desire that you have and a goal that you're working toward. So it really is going to depend on how much you want this and how important it is to you. If it is that important, then you will do it. For some of you, it may not be that important. You may be like, I'll get back to it next month. It's fine. You have free will. You can do whatever you want to do. But I'm just telling you, like, to be successful this month with that, it is going to require some discipline and okay. All right, so let's see what else we have going on for our Sag this month. Okay, so what do we have for Sag? It's hard to shuffle these. Okay, thank you. All right, thanks. Okay, so we have the Four of, oh my goodness, yeah. So again here, yeah. So I feel like also there's this message here about running things through your heart space as well when you're deciding, because okay, for some of you, you may be spending like you may be a little too loose with the purse strings here for individuals that you love or for something in particular. And then others of you, there may be opportunities for you to enjoy yourself and to celebrate and to have a good time. So again, we have that Gemini coming in with that flexibility, that adjustment, that adaptability. So just however it fits with your situation, you are going to know if you need to pull back and save a little more versus if, okay, you're doing well, I think I want to splurge a little bit. So you will know that, but you can run it through your heart space, and also not only the heart space, but the mind as well. Think of it from an intellectual perspective, from your budgeting perspective. What is the best thing for you at this time? And then go with that. All right. So we have the Star, and we also have the King of Pentacles. Okay. All right. So I feel like you will get it together here. We have the King of Pentacles. So what it is going to require, in addition to that discipline and commitment, is hope and faith as well. Right? So it's about your dreams and what you desire. Letting that come in. So I feel like for some of you, like even doing some positive affirmations. Also, you may want to, if you're not already familiar with how money works and the energy of money as an energy and frequency, then you may want to look up some videos on that to learn more about what money actually is and how it works. So that can help you as well. But you are going to get it together here. if you're able to do those things, as far as like being disciplined, committed, and staying on track or getting back on track. Okay. Thank you. All right, so we have the Seven of Cups here. Okay, so I feel like two things that could happen. You having a lot of choices and options and needing to decide from that, versus like all of that being completely taken away and you being like forced into getting back on track here. So it can be one or the other. So give me some clarity on the Seven of Cups here, please. I'm going to take this one. Okay, Queen of Wands. All right, so you're being guided to, if you are going to splurge, if you are going to take it easy here and there, only do that on the things that you feel most passionate about. Don't just blow everything, you know what I mean? Let it all go, right? No. If you do splurge here, then you're being guided to like only do that if it's absolutely important to you. If you just can't live without that, if you just can't not do that, then okay, that's understandable. But just know that you then have to play that out, and you'll go through the consequences and the lessons associated with that. But again, really, really focus on what you feel most passionate about and what's really important to you. So hopefully that can help you a little bit, because sometimes, yeah, that weekend trip is that important. You need it for the rest. You need it for the relaxation. You need it to enjoy yourself and have fun. So yeah, you're going to do it because that's very important to you and it's a priority to you. Okay. All right. So we have the Two of Pentacles. Yeah, you're going to have to decide. You will have to decide what you want to do, what's important. So we have that King and Queen coming through here. Okay. Yeah, I'm loving that. But I feel like you will get to the place, and I don't know that it's going to be April, but you will get to the place where you are able to do both things. You are able to, do your luxury trips and all of that, but also take care of your finances and bills. You'll be able to do that with ease. So I'm not saying that if you take trips, you're not taking care of your bills. I'm just saying that you will get to the place where you have enough for both comfortably, and you don't have to worry about it, and you don't have to like, okay, I'm gonna not do this so that I can take the trips. So you won't have to like negotiate and budget with yourself here. So you will get to that place. Like I said, I don't know if it's in April, but you do have the opportunity here to decide what you want to do. Okay, as far as like if you want to do a little splurge or if you want to really stick to that budget. Okay, so I feel like with you, the minor splurging, something that's not too big of a deal or going to be too hard on your finances, is likely going to be the best option. However, you know what is best for you, and you need to do what you feel is best for you. Okay. All right, so we have Speak Your Truth. And what else? Attract new love into your life. Okay, and give me one more. We have Transformation. All right. Okay, that's like 3 different messages here. Okay. All right. So I feel like you're being guided to be truthful and honest with yourself in all situations and scenarios here. So we've basically been focusing on the financials here, but this to me is everything that you have going on here, Sagittarius. So just whatever resonates, however it fits with you and your experience, that is your message. Clearly there's opportunity for new love that's coming into your life, so that's a wonderful thing. We also have transformation and change. So I feel like as it relates to this love, it is going to be different. It's going to look different, and it's going to be different. So give me some clarity there, because I want to try to give you a little guidance on what way. Oops. Okay, so not going to take all that, but whatever. Let's see. Okay. Thank you. Okay, yeah, so you have transformation again. You have transformation again. Okay. So I'm feeling like this is going to be a transformative relationship that is going to teach you a lot. So there's going to be some lessons involved here, but it also is going to provide you with blessings as well. Okay? So I'm saying it this way because I don't know that this is going to be like all, you know, sweet and roses and no issues. Like I'm not getting that. What I'm getting is that this is going to be an experience with a lot of lessons that you're going to have. But as with everything, you do have the opportunity to be successful. So it's how you are viewing those lessons and viewing that experience and the opportunity that you're taking from it is going to decide how successful it is. Okay, so what else with that? Give me one more card with that, please. We'll take it. Alright, so we have Page of Swords and Strength. Yeah, so I feel like this is, if you do decide to go on this journey, it is going to be teaching you a lot of things here. And you're going to have like some conversations that you never had before. And you're going to be, you may even be spoken to in a way that you haven't had before. So there's going to be some enlightenment that comes through and comes into you. And again, I feel like for some of you, it's going to be from a positive place, and for others, it's going to be from a like, oh, okay, this is too much. You're doing too much here, okay? So, yeah, and then you're going to need your strength and your courage and bravery to get through that, okay? So, give me one more card. Thank you. Okay, so we have Three of Cups and we have the Nine of Cups. Okay, so I feel like if you're able to work through the emotional parts of this, and so I feel like there could be like some strong opinions, some strong philosophies that are coming into play here that you are clashing about. And if you are able to work through that, which you do have the opportunity here to do that successfully, then that is going to result in celebration, happiness, joy, contentment. Okay? Otherwise, either way, you're going to be learning some lessons, and you can take the lessons from this and you can use that and leverage it to have a more unconditionally loving relationship with the next partner. So, either way, it's not a bad thing. It's just the way that you designed for yourself to experience this and the way that you choose to experience this. But your best bet is to definitely try to find balance in your emotions, okay? And the way that you are communicating with your partner. So let's see what else we have for Sagittarius, please. Okay, that's a lot. Okay. All right, let's see what we have. We have the Six of Wands. Okay. Injustice. Yeah, so things are going to be balanced. They're going to be fair. You're going to experience victory and success. And like I said, it's going to look different. And it's going to be in different ways for some of you, or for all of you, it's going to look different, obviously. But for some of you, it's going to be like you recognizing and realizing like, nope, this ain't it either. Like, I definitely need somebody that's aligned with me in this way. But you're going to take those lessons and you're going to have, you know, positive experiences with this person. So you're going to take those memories and the lessons, and you're going to move on, and you're going to find the person, the life partner for you. Others of you, it is going to be with this person and you working through contrast challenges with this person and learning those lessons, and you coming to a place where you are now able to be more aligned and unconditionally loving with each other. So yeah, things are definitely going to balance themselves out. And this is also for the career situation that we were talking about as well. So going to be opportunities for you to learn and to grow, but things will be balanced out in the end, and you can trust that everyone's going to learn their lessons. Everyone's going to learn exactly what they need to learn, and if they don't from this experience, then they'll have it again. It'll repeat itself until they do. So there's no need for you to make sure that others learn their lessons. Okay, this is about you and what's best for you. Okay, so we have Two of Wands here, and also the World. Okay. Okay, so where do I want to put this? I'm going to put this there. Yeah, so I feel like you are going to, excuse me, and I don't know if I said this earlier in this reading. I think I said it to Scorpio, but you're going to take the path of least resistance here, because you're going to have different options, and you're going to like see them playing out in front of you, and you're like, okay, I could say this and it's going to take us here and there, or I could say this and it was likely going to take us here and there, and we can get through this a lot easier and faster. So it's totally up to you. One way might feel good at the time, might feel good to express yourself and get everything off of your chest. Just be mindful that that may not be the best option. So the better option may be to figure out a more constructive, objective way to communicate your concerns and what you need, and to resolve the issue with the other party or parties, and allow the cycle or allow the experience to end and move forward in a different direction. Okay, so it's sort of like taking the high road and like, okay, well, you have these concerns, I have these concerns, how do we make it work best together, and let's just move forward here, as opposed to staying in the energy of the issues, essentially, is what I'm trying to say. So does that make sense? Like, just try to work through things objectively with the least amount of emotion as possible, so you can really get to the heart of the matter and what it is that both sides need, and you can agree on that and find that common ground and find those solutions that are benefiting all parties. So then you can let it go and move on. Okay? Okay, so let's get some oracles here. I'm going to start here. So we have Mystery with Pyramid. Okay. We also have Shooting Star with Serendipity. Okay, so I feel like there's definitely some things that are going to be brought to light as well. So you may not... That's why I say to try to take the emotion out of it, because as you're talking it through, as you're working through it, as you're collaborating with your partner or your colleagues, you're going to find more information out. More things are going to be revealed, and that's also why you're going to be like, oh, okay, yeah, you know, it is right not to just come in here like on 10. Let me come in here on 2, and, you know, let's talk through this. So that's definitely going to be your better option. Okay, so... culmination, yeah. So it may even be more than one option, like putting some things together or reorganizing, restructuring things. So it may not, again, just be one option. There may be like there may be a couple things that you can actually do, or like a step-by-step process that you can do that is really going to bring you to the success and bring you to the end, and allow you to accomplish your goals and work through things. So what I'm trying to say is, like, don't think like just that one thing or just having that one discussion is the end of it. So you might need to have multiple discussions. You might need to set up a new process or new procedures to really get you to that finish line of like, okay, yeah, this is completely resolved now. We have a new process in place. Everybody's on the same page now. Everybody's happy. Here we go. Let's move forward. Okay, so just have some patience there as you're working through this. What else do we have? Just because you're feeling it doesn't mean it's true. Okay, all right, so yeah, this I feel like is speaking to that emotion that I'm talking about, like minimizing that as much as possible in your discussions. Okay. And also, you may be feeling that there's like things that are being said or other things that are happening, and you may be feeling like a little defensive, like it's geared totally only towards you. And I'm gonna say it's not. Okay, so if that is what's happening, then it's for multiple people. Okay, so it's not just about you. It's like maybe there's this particular viewpoint or idea, and there's multiple people here that are getting railroaded and having to suffer the brunt of it, or being harmed by it in some way or another. Okay, so just try not to take on all of the burden, like, oh, this is happening to me because it's me. No, it's happening because maybe other parties are not necessarily caring about everyone that's involved, or looking at the whole situation, or they're not being as fair. So what I'm trying to say is just don't take offense to this and think that it's like there's a vendetta only against you. It's like, no, this is just how these parties work, or this person works. So we have the energy is gaining momentum. So absolutely, the energy here that you can have from this situation or scenario, or even the financial situation that we talked about, is going to depend on how your outcome is. Right? So that's why I'm always speaking to like creating like positive energy, positive thoughts. How do you want this to be? What does that final result look like? And although I'm not saying like document it to the T, or even have specific expectations on it, you can come into it open and inviting, and with a visualization that it's all going to work out in your favor. It's all happening for your highest good. These are all lessons that you designed for yourself to learn, and looking at what you can do to make it better and to stay positive. So we also have Kalima with facing fear. Major spiritual changes are unfolding. This is your chance to soar. I love that. So that is really speaking to your spiritual growth this month as well. So let's see what else. Okay, so I'm always promoting those self-care practices. So definitely get into those more and get back aligned with that. Okay, so all right. These are starting to just fall out. Okay, so we have 4 of Cups here. Okay, yeah, so this is going to start with gratitude and appreciation for just being who you are. Being the wonderful, beautiful person that you are, and for everything that you've accomplished so far and everything that you have. Okay, so practice that gratitude, practice that appreciation. Also look at the things that you've accomplished and what made you successful there. And there are ways that you can use what you already have, the knowledge, wisdom, experience, the skills, to get a really great result and something that's even better than you've imagined. Okay, so think about that. Go within. You have Page of Pentacles as well. So there's also some learning that can be done here. So we know that there's some spiritual growth happening and continuing here, but there's also opportunity for some learning that can be done. So this could relate to spiritual growth, career growth, financial growth. This is a general reading, so just take it how it resonates. But there's definitely some learning that can happen here. So you want to look out for that. We have 10 of Cups. And also Temperance. Yeah, so we're ending with that balance and happiness, contentment, fulfillment. Okay, I love that, because we were saying earlier that not quite sure if this can happen this month here, but it's looking like it's very, very, very possible for things to work themselves out in this month. Okay, So you may be able to bounce back very quickly. It is going to depend on your attitude and how you approach the situation, though. All right, so remember, your thoughts become your reality. Okay, so let's see here. What else? Let's get some more oracles. I'm going to go over here. Oh, let's start here. So we have, you will never regret self-respect. All right. So I feel like you're being guided to, and so this may be for someone in particular, because I feel like Sagittarius, you don't need to be reminded of this. So there must be someone here that does need to be reminded of this. And I feel like from Sagittarius's perspective, like you're always coming in like from, you know, a happy place, from a content place. And there just may be someone that needed to hear that. So I'm just going to leave that there for anyone that needs to hear that message. Okay. Oh, so where I was going with it, because I lost my train of thought, is that there may be like, you may need to stand up for yourself, or you may need to dispute something in your contrast or challenge there. And this is like don't let them say that and you not speak up about it, or you be like, you know what, I ain't even dealing with you like that. So it's like, no, stand up for yourself, demand that respect. And I feel like, again, you don't have any issues with doing that. So like I said, that may be like specific to someone who's watching us. So you've been gifted the ability to rediscover yourself 1,000 times over. Take a breath and let go of the expectations and limitations which disillusion you. All right, so I said earlier about setting those expectations and not doing that. And if I didn't say it here, then I definitely said it for Scorpio, because this is very similar to the message that I had, the reading that Scorpio had. But yeah, if you have like, and I think it was Scorpio's reading actually, but I gave the example of like, if you say you want like $1,000 and you're just trying to, you know, manifest that, you're just writing it down, sending it out to the universe and all of that. So the better approach is really about like you just wanting to connect with abundance and raising your frequency for that, and visualizing yourself like in a wealthy state, in an abundant state, as opposed to forcing the universe to only send you $1,000. Because what if the universe wants to send you $10,000 or $1 million or $10 million? Right? You putting that out there like, oh, just $1,000. Then the universe is going to go with that because that's what you asked for and that's what you wanted. So that's why we say don't set expectations. Come with an open mind, an open heart, and with gratitude and appreciation, and do those visualizations and those affirmations and have those thoughts and allow that to go out into the universe, and then open yourself up to receive. What else do we have? Find a balance. Okay, so we know the balance is coming, and that's what's going to help you be successful. So if there are things that feel out of balance this month, and I feel like that could be health, that could be finances, that could be love, work toward finding balance. What can you do to keep it more balanced, or to bring balance back into your life? So it could even be just working through your fears, the anxiety, the doubt, those negative thought patterns and belief systems that you have. So it is definitely time to let those go. That is going to be what is going to help you here. Okay. So let's see. How do I want to end this off? Let's get like 2 more cards here. Let's see what we have. All right. So we have Isis with Magic Manifesting. Your dreams, visions, and goals are becoming reality. Stay focused. I just said that. We just said that, right? We just said that. And then what else do we have? We have practice gratitude. Okay, that is your other confirmation. I just said all that and then it came out here. So I'm not even going to re-explain it or say it again. But all right, Sagittarius, that is awesome. Okay, those are the messages I have for you. Have a wonderful month. You got this. Please like, share, subscribe, and leave me a comment to let me know how this resonates. Thanks so much for watching. Take care, and we'll talk soon.